Should we pull it up, y'all, to see if it's a beet carrot? I guess y'all say you ain't washed not nan hand since you picked that bug up. I'm using my other hand. And y'all gonna keep on saying y'all wanna start, and y'all ain't starting. So it's kinda like, what you waiting on? Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Your girl is woe out. Not wore out, but woe out. I did a video before this one, which y'all not gonna get it till after this video. But I've been out here putting in some work. But I wanted to come through and show y'all what the garden is looking like, because when I was out here, I was like, dang, this garden look good. In the last video, I was like, I think I said I feel like I'm a gardener. I'm gonna stop saying that. Cause I'm a gardener. I don't care what nobody say. Your girl is officially a gardener. I got my gardener card and it can't be revoked. Cause I'm out here growing stuff and I'm out here putting in that work. This was definitely one of them days where I wish I had my partner in crime out here with me. But it's all right. The show must go on. My baby at work, so I ain't gonna worry about it. But anyways, let's go ahead on and give the updates, cause we got a lot of stuff going on out here. Let's see. So y'all remember the last time I showed y'all our broccoli plant. For some reason, it's starting to get that little rusty stuff back on it again. I cut the other leaves off, and it was doing good for a good amount of time, but it's starting to come back. We do still have that little head coming in. And just for reference, we do have colder weather these days. The last couple days been kind of cool. Y'all remember we had harvested from this, but as y'all can see, it's still growing back. I really think I need to fertilize. I haven't fertilized in I don't know how long, but the plant's still doing good. I'm starting to get some yellowing on the cabbage plant though, so I'm thinking I need to come through and fertilize. I think what I'm gonna do, I got some blood meal. I'm gonna just sprinkle in some blood meal on the base of the plants and kind of massage it in, and that's what I'll do on this video, just so I won't forget. And I got, no, I'm not. I'm lying to y'all, because we're supposed to get cold weather again tonight. So sometime next week, I'm gonna come through and put some blood meal down in here and sprinkle it in. The only reason why I'm not doing it tonight is because we're supposed to get some cold weather, freezing temps, as they say. But let's just look at everything, how everything is doing, especially this kale back here. Golly. And as y'all can see, y'all remember we harvested from this, but this thing keep on keeping on. And let's talk about our Mizuna flower. I was not expecting this flower to be so pretty, but it looks so pretty. Even my one that's in the chaos area, it looked real good. Now I'm starting to let it get a little out of control in this little cage that it's in. I call it a cage, but the cover that it's in. But it's doing it looks really pretty. I wish some bees was out right now, because I think they'll really enjoy this beautiful flower. Now I cheated too, y'all, because I came out here and I harvested a carrot, and I knew I was gonna record and show y'all the overview. Y'all gonna see it in the short if y'all follow my shorts, but if y'all don't, I put it back down in here. I was like, ooh, look at this carrot, and this was just today. So I'm gonna go ahead on and take it though. Look how fat it is. I don't know, y'all. I like the this size carrot, and I did come through and I pulled some more of our beets out. And the reason why is because I was just trying to make room in here, trying to make room for what's doing good. I looked at them and seen which ones wasn't doing the best, and I just pulled them out. And as y'all can see down in here, this beet starting to bust out the seams a little bit. And just for reference, I forgot the variety of beet this is, but it's not like a Detroit red beet. It's one of those beets that's going to be kind of long a little bit and skinny. Matter of fact, just for reference, it's probably going to look like this carrot right here. Now look at this right here, y'all. My crazy tail self. I let that beet and that carrot grow. Should we pull it up, y'all, to see if it's a beet carrot? Let's pull it up. That's all it is. So I had them way too close together. And I still don't know how that happened, because I really was trying my best to make sure I had my carrots like in their own space and the beets in their own space. But it's okay. Now I do want to show y'all, because if y'all notice, I got all of my covers up, and I did this yesterday evening. When I came out here this morning to check on my plants, I noticed I got some bug damage. I did find what was on it. It was one of them little green worms with the little, y'all know what I'm talking about. I put a picture on the screen, but one of them little skinny worms, and I was able to get it off of here. Now if it got some little cousins or siblings on here, I'm not sure, but I did get that one. Matter of fact, it do. Look at that. I ain't get him. Now y'all remember old me used to be scared to pull these things off. I pick them off and I tell them rest in peace, put them on the ground, and I step on it. A way that you can tell where the pests are, sometimes the leaves are curled up. Like right here, it's curled up. It may be one under here. Nope, it's not. So like they'll curl the leaves up, and if you lift the leaf up, you'll be able to find it, the culprit. So here go another one. So I ain't even got to put a picture on the screen. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead on and pull it off. Y'all ain't come for that, but I thought I thought it was just one, but I guess where there's one, there's more. So this is the only plant that they actually damaged. And then we got these over here that's doing their thing still. And these dinosaur kales, they still growing a little bit slower than the ones that's in our Easy Cube bed. But that's all right, because they still growing. We still got action, so that's all that matters. Now let's step over here to the V-Series bed. And we got our romaine. It's still doing good. The only bed that had pest pressure on it was that bed that I just peeled those little, I'm gonna call it a caterpillar, that I pulled the caterpillars off of. But this bed over here, and then our Easy Cube bed, it didn't have any pest pressure. So back here, these leaves starting to turn. So let's pull them off. When I'm out here checking, I try to pull off all the damaged leaves. I'm not going to lie to y'all and say I always do it, because I don't. That's why y'all still see some that's on here. But for the most part, I do try to pull them off when I see them. But anyways, moving right along. Look at our green stalk. Look at our green stalk. Everything's still doing good. Our kale is loving it here. Our kale is loving it here. Our cabbage is loving it here. Somebody did tell me that I should have I should move one of these cabbages because they too close together. It's too far along now. I don't even see myself being able to pull one up and put it somewhere else, because look how big it is. And I want to ask y'all this. Have y'all ever harvested the y'all cabbage leaves before it formed the head just to make space? Like, have y'all ever harvested and ate them? I was thinking that they probably don't taste right because they're not fully ready, but that's just my thought on it. If y'all have done that, y'all leave it in the comments and tell me, do y'all notice a difference in the taste? Because I'm very intrigued just to make space to go ahead on and harvest some of these outer leaves, like these right here. But yeah, everything doing good. Our green onion is still doing good in here. This one like the MVP. These were grew from kitchen scraps. So just the FYI. Our rosemary is still doing really good. I'm surprised. I say this all the time, but I'm so surprised that our rosemary is still doing good, because the rosemary been getting the same treatment as everybody else. I am going to cut off a piece of the rosemary and propagate some more of it, and I said that in another video, but I still haven't done it yet. And then we got a broccoli right here. It ain't nothing. It ain't formed no head or nothing just yet. And this one got the little rusty look to it. Let's go ahead on and pull that off. Pull these bottom leaves off. Yep, so you definitely want to make sure you kind of cleaning your plant up. If you see those bad looking leaves, go ahead on and take care of it, just so the plant can start reverting its energy back into the part of the plant that actually looks good. And I don't think I ever show y'all this, but this down here is some more cabbage that's growing. I just still don't know how I managed to put 4 cabbage seeds back to back to back to back like that. But I'm kind of glad that this one is growing slower than the other ones. And I probably have mentioned it, I just don't remember. Now, while we on the subject of the green stock, I do want to say I just got delivered from green stock, and I'm very, very excited for that package, because it's my green stock that's going to actually go inside of the greenhouse. I told y'all that I wanted to do the peppers in the greenhouse, but now I'm kind of leaning towards doing strawberries and peppers in there. But I don't know how the strawberries going to do when it get real hot. But the good thing about it is, really, if it don't work out, I could just move it out of the greenhouse and be done with it. But I really, really, really love the color of the new green stock, so I feel like it'll go perfect inside of the greenhouse for the aesthetics that I'm going for. If y'all didn't know, green stock is having a sale right now, so all of their 5-tier planters are actually $99 right now. So if y'all are interested in getting y'all a green stock, go ahead on and get y'all one. Spring is around the corner. If y'all growing in like a little bitty itty bitty space, it's perfect, and I have my link in the description if y'all are interested. Anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about this monsoon flower. So I'm guessing because this monsoon flower is able to like really do its thing, it's up there. It's growing, and it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. And then I still got my kale down here, and then I got my other kale down here. I'm starting to think this variety of kale is different from the one that I'm growing up top, but I'm not 100% sure. but for some reason I feel like it's a different variety. I will say this, I honestly feel like I planted way too much kale. Um, but it's a good problem to have, you know. I love the thought of being able to, if we need some type of vegetable and I don't have anything in the house, I'm able to just come out here, grab some, run in the house, cook it, be done with it. Make a quick salad, be done with it. But we about to go to the garage so I can show y'all what our seedlings looking like, because I do feel like it is a nice time to give an update. All right, y'all, so I just rinsed off my carrot, had me a little snack while we on our way to the garage. I guess y'all say you ain't washed not nan hand since you picked that bug up. I'm using my other hand. Don't love me. Y'all, they was right. When these carrots get a little coldness to them, a little frost to it, they do taste sweeter. If y'all was wondering if they was lying, here I go with that day. So, I do want to tell y'all this before I show y'all the seedlings. I have been leaving the seed potatoes outside because it has been cool out here. It has not been hot, and I just left them folded up in this bag. So, I feel like they'll be ready to plant soon. Because y'all told me to wait till they get the eyes. And then a couple of people told me I ain't got to wait till they get the eyes. Y'all, I'm going to just wait till they get the eyes and be done with it. Look at the MVP of the seedlings. This is our sunflowers. I was not expecting our sunflowers to grow this fast. And look at it. Y'all know we just up potted these. They already starting to bust out the seams. So I'm thinking I probably need to stop bottom watering it, because I don't know how the sunflowers feel about sitting in water. So I don't know what's going to become of that. And then we still got our strawberries. Our strawberries haven't made much progress since the last time I showed them to y'all, because again, it has been cool. Our chives, they still have not sprouted. I don't know if it's supposed to take as long as it's taking. Just for reference, today is the 17th, and I dropped these down on the 2nd of January. Yeah, January 2nd. I love being able to see when I drop stuff down, since I'm a little bit organized. But yeah. And it could just take longer, so be patient. I am. Now, we still have our romaine out here. Actually, our romaine is starting to get some new growth on it since I started like really harvesting it. So, I don't know, y'all. I think I'm going to leave it. It's almost like it was just growing another plant. So, I just harvest that. I'm going to add this with our dinner tonight, because I'm making asparagus, but Tony don't eat asparagus, so I just do him a salad. So, I'm going to harvest some more and make him a salad for dinner. Let's just put this to the side. Now, let me show y'all our peppers. Our peppers still pretty much look the same. Now, we do have some germination on this pepper. Remember, before these two hadn't did any germination, and these are our Melrose variety. Starting to have the roots coming from the bottom, so I definitely think I'm going to go ahead on and up pot these probably tomorrow or Monday. And we'll do that together, because y'all know how we do. We've been hanging like wet clothes. So that's that. And then our onions, I will say this. Our onions, I did not use new seeds for the onions. I actually bought them from Dollar General, and I think that was a batch that they had that expired. I want to say in 2024, that pack said. But I'm not 100% sure. And I know a few people said that if you got onions that are older or quote-unquote expired, then they do take longer to germinate, or sometimes they don't germinate at all. So I'm going to give this a little bit more time, and if they don't germinate soon, I'm going to just go ahead on and start some more, and I have to be all right with it, because none of them germinated. It's not even no spotty germination. Now, these are our shishito peppers, and they're still doing really good. For some reason, I don't know how I did this, but y'all see how the soil not all the way down to the bottom? So I definitely want to go ahead on and up pot these, because I'm sure that may affect it, because it's not able to suck water from the bottom like my other ones are. So it's just these two. But if y'all can see, these are starting, the roots are starting to come out of the bottom. So we're going to go ahead on and up pot those within the next couple of days. I don't want to leave them down too long. So these are our bells. As y'all can see, they have not germinated at all. I will say these were older seeds, so I'm thinking I'm going to get a fresh pack of bell pepper seeds, and these are the grand bell variety, and start some more, because they not doing nothing. And for some reason, the bottom of this one, I don't have the soil all the way in. I don't know how I managed to do that. It's not like that for all of them. just some of them. Okay, so these are our flowers that we had just started. These are the snapdragon, the flame snapdragons, the ones that we surface sow, and we got some germination coming up. So I'm excited about that. And we just dropped these down on the 10th. So it's been 7 days. 7 days exactly. And this is our other sunflower that never germinated. So I'm guessing it ain't gonna really do too much or nothing, which is fine because I got plenty of sunflowers, I feel like. Oh, and I got a confession too. Y'all girl almost fell weak inside of Lowe's earlier. They had the prettiest snapdragon starts. I was like, oh my God, is that what my snapdragon's gonna look like when they grow? And I almost bought some. The reason why I almost bought some was because I want to go ahead on and have flowers growing in front of the greenhouse where I told y'all, where I wanted the flowers at. But y'all will see that in the next video because I actually do what I need to do with that in the video that I shot before this one. But like I said, y'all get it after this one. But yeah, I'm excited, y'all. I am happy to see what's going to become of this. I done read up on my soil some. I'm very hopeful for this summer spring garden. I really feel like, I say I'm hopeful for the spring garden, but I really feel like a lot of my stuff that's out there now is really going to roll into the spring. And then it's going to be more so with me adding a little this and a little that here and there. Like my peppers, the sunflowers, the flowers. And I think I want to pull those romaine lettuce out there that's in the flower bed once the flowers are actually ready to be transplanted out. And I feel like that'll be before the summertime. So I just feel a overwhelming amount of gratefulness and thankfulness. If I leave y'all with one thing, if y'all been thinking about starting a garden, if y'all like on the fence, it's been weighing on y'all heart, go ahead on and start. Cause I'm just thinking last year around this time, I was not doing this. Our yard did not look like it look now. And I mentioned that in another video. And it feels so good to be able to go out in the backyard and see things that you grew with your own hands and actually be able to consume the things that you grew. It's just an amazing feeling. And one more thing before I leave y'all, to the people that's always in the comments saying that y'all about to start showing y'all garden and doing YouTube and making content, please do it. Because time is going to keep on going and y'all going to keep on saying y'all want to start, and y'all ain't starting. So it's kind of like, what you waiting on? Like, what you waiting on? And the best piece of advice I can give you is stay true to yourself, be yourself. Your people will find you. So the people that are able to resonate with your personality, the people that are able to resonate with your form of content, they gonna find you. You ain't gonna be for everybody. Just like I know the content that we do over here, whether if it's just me or me and Tony, we ain't gonna be for everybody, and that's okay. The right people will find you. So that's it. That's my spiel. Thank y'all so much for tuning into another video. If you made it this far, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a carrot emoji. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.